Welcome to session 16. So today we will be starting with we will be continuing with Hanuman's response to Surasa. As we have seen in the previous class, Surasa, the mother of the Nagas, was sent by the Devas to become an obstacle. She was asked to assume a Ghora form of a Rakshasi, and she appeared before Hanuman. And there, very interesting word usages we analyzed in the previous class about why will they again test? Why were they interested? Devas were interested in again testing Hanuman's powers. Watch the previous class recording to catch up on that. And even on what does she represent? Okay, the Devatas test us. What does that mean? Means basically when our karma phalas fructify and we have to go through troubled times, then there are two things. Will he fight and move forward, or will he retrace? Will he give up and go away? Okay, this is what the Devas want to test. This is what they are testing us also. Will we stand up and fight for our goals, or will we retreat by quitting? So that is the metaphor there. So now we come to the 156th shloka. So we saw Sama, Dana being tried. He also gives his word of honor that after finding Sita, I will come back to you and I will enter your mouth. Okay. So he's tried Sama, he's tried placating her, he's tried to arouse her sense of loyalty by saying that you are his Vishyavas, Rama's Vishyavasini, her in his territory you exist and therefore you owe homage to him and therefore you should not stop me when I'm trying to do his work. I will finish my work and come back. There is a very interesting, did we see the meaning of the previous line? Ramam cha aklishtakarinam. Did we see the meaning of this in the previous class?
Yes, Varsha.
Okay. So there, I don't know if I mentioned, one who renders any work easy is aklishtakarinaha. Aklishta, easy. Klishta, difficult. Aklishta, easy. Karinam, one who renders. So who is being described here is aklishtakarinaha, Ramaha. Okay, the implication of referring to Rama here as one who makes any work easy is to also show that Hanuman is referring to Rama and praying to Rama that this obstacle also must be easily surmounted by him in order to fight Sita Devi. Okay, that is why Rama is being addressed with the adjective of Aklishtakarinaha. I don't know if I mentioned it in the previous class, that's why I'm going back to it. So now we go to the next shloka. Evamukta Hanumata. Louder. Come closer to the mic. Evamukta Hanumata.
Evamukta Hanumata
Surasa Kamarupini.
Surasa Kamarupini
Abravin Nati Varten Mam.
Abravin Nati Varten Mam
Abravin Nati Varten Mam.
Abravin Nati Varten Mam
Kaschit Eshavaro Mama.
Kaschit Eshavaro Mama
Kaschit Eshavaro Mama.
Kaschit Eshavaro Mama.
Line by line. Evamukta Hanumata Surasa Kamarupini.
Evamukta Hanumata Surasa Kamarupini
Abravīnāti varten mam. Kaschit eshavaro mama.
Abravīnāti Varten Mam Kaschit Eshavaro Mama.
Together. Evam mukta hanumata surasa kamarupini. Abravīnāti varten mam. Kaschit eshavaro mama. Once more. Evamukta Hanumata Surasa Kamarupini Abravīnāti Varten Mam Kaschit Eshavaro Mama. Let's see the meaning. Hanumata Evam Ukta Surasa. Hanumata, Tritiya Vibhakti, by Hanuman. Evam Ukta, one who was thus spoken to, female, who Surasa, one who was thus spoken to, Surasa. She is here given the adjective of Kamarupini. Kamarupini means what? One who can take any form as she desires. We saw, no? From being a giant serpent, what did she become? She became a Rakshasi. So one who can take any form that she desires. Abravit. This abravin nati vartenam has to be broken up. Abravit spoke. Kaschit na ativarteta. No one can cross me. No one can bypass me and go. Eshaha mama varaha. This is my boon. So I have a boon given by Brahma. It is not mentioned that Brahma has given the boon, but it is implied here. Commentators also say, who gave her the boon? She claims that Brahma gave her the boon. Brahma gave her the boon. That this is all a ruse. There is no real boon. She is claiming, Brahma gave me a boon that nobody can cross me and go. Whatever be your task, you want to find Sita, you claim you will come back, all that is fine. Nobody can cross me and go because this is the boon that has been given to me by Brahma himself. Okay, that is what she is claiming. Now let us see what is Hanuman's reaction. So she continues. Tam prayantam samudvikshya.
Tam prayantam samudvikshya.
Come closer to them, please. Surasa vakyam abravit.
Surasa vakyam abravit.
Balam jigyasamana vai.
Balam jigyasamana vai.
Nagamata hanumatah.
Nagamata hanumatah.
Line by line. Tam prayantam. Line by line. Repeat after. Tam prayantam samudvikshya. Surasa vakyam abravit.
Tam prayantam samudvikshya. Surasa vakyam abravit.
Balam jigyasamana vai.
Balam jigyasamana vai.
Nagamata hanumatah. Nagamata hanumatah. Together. Tam prayantam samudvikshya. Surasa vakyam abravit. Balam jigyasamana vai. Nagamata hanumatah. Nagamata Surasa. Mother of the serpents, Surasa. Hanumatah balam jigyasamana. Hanuman's strength, she was interested in knowing. She was interested in knowing how powerful Hanuman was. Why? Certainly. Prayantam tam. Tam refers to Hanuman, one who was trying to leave. Hanuman is now trying very hard to leave, right? So Prayantaha means one who is trying to leave. Prayantam, tam prayantam, one who was attempting to leave, that Hanuman, samudvikshya, having observed him, vakyam abravit, spoke these words. So complete meaning is, the mother of the serpents, Varsha, interested in testing the strength of Hanuman, okay, seeing him attempting to leave, spoke the following words. Okay, that is the meaning of this particular shloka. So now she orders him. Pravishya vadanam medya.
Pravishya vadanam medya.
Gantavyam vanarottama.
Gantavyam vanarottama.
Varayesha pura datto.
Varaesha pura datto.
Mama dhatreti satvara.
Mama dhatreti satvata.
Satvara.
Satvara.
Vyadaya vaktram vipulam.
Yadaya vaktram vipulam.
Sthita samarute puraha.
Sthita samarute puraha.
3 lines we will again do line by. Pravishya, in the Giri book it is given all together. We will be breaking it up and learning it only. Pravishya vadanam medya gantavyam vanarottama.
Pravishya vadanam medya gantavyam vanarottama.
Varayesha pura datto mama dhatreti satvara.
Varaesha pura datto. Mama dhatreti satvara. Satvara.
Vyadaya vaktram vipulam.
Yadaya vaktram vipulam.
Sthita samarute puraha.
Sthita samarute puraha.
So together, are you all able to hear Shreya repeat it on mic clearly? Is it her voice also clear? Okay.
Little low her voice is.
Okay, just move closer to the mic, Shreya. We'll chant the 3 lines together. प्रविश्य वदनं मेद्य गन्तव्यं वानरोत्तम वर एष पुरा दत्तो मम धात्रेति सत्वरा व्यादाय वक्त्रं विपुलं स्थिता सा मारुतेः पुरः. Okay, now she addresses him politely. Hey Vanarottama, O greatest among the Vanaras, Adya me vadanam pravishya. Adya, today, me vadanam, my mouth, pravishya, you may enter, note lakara, you may enter my mouth. Having entered my, sorry, not pravishya, having entered my mouth, gantavyam, you may go. Pravishya gantavyam, having entered my open mouth, you may leave. Yeshaha varaha, this boon, pura, long ago, mama dhatra, to me, was given to me. This boon is mine. Dhatra dattaha, having been given by Brahma. Brahma has many names. One of the names is Dhata. Dhata means giver. Okay. Dhatra is in Tritiya Vibhakti. Dhatr, Rikaranta, Pullinga Shabdaha. Dhatr Shabdaha. Pullinga Dhata. So Tritiya Vibhaktiyam, it will become Dhatra. Dhatra Dattaha, given by Brahma. Iti Satvara, so saying so quickly, Vipulam Vaktram, wide mouth, Vyadaya, having opened, Sa, she, Marute Purasthita, in front of Maruti, she stood. So I'll give the complete meaning. Please be on mute because I'm not able to mute people on.
Joshika.
Joshika, please be on mute. Okay. So, O Vanarottama, O supreme among the monkeys, today you must enter my mouth and go. Having entered my mouth, you may go. This is the boon given to me by Brahma. So, saying so, she quickly opened her mouth wide and stood in front of Maruti. Okay, this is the meaning of this particular shloka. Now you can imagine Hanuman's reaction. When somebody gives him an open challenge like this, literally in the form of an open mouth, right? He is not going to take it quietly. Let's see what he does. Ha, Rachnaji, was your hand raised?
Ma'am, the last line, can you please repeat the Vyadaya?
Vyadaya Vaktram Vipulam Sthitasa Marute Puraha. Vyadaya means opened wide, having opened. Vaktram means mouth. Vipulam, wide open. I'll give the Anvay Krama. If I give like this, the meaning won't be clear. Satvara Vipulam Vaktram Vyadaya. Quickly opening her mouth wide. Sa, namely Surasa. Marute Puraha. Marute Puraha means in front of Maruti. Sthita, she stood. Okay. So now Hanuman's reaction, open challenge in front of him. He decides he is not going to take it lying down. No more placation. Evamukta surasaya.
Evamukta surasaya.
Kruddho vanara pungavaha.
Kruddho vanara pungavaha.
Abravit puruvai patram.
Abravit puruvai patram.
Yena mam vishahishyase.
Yena mam vishahishyase.
Yena mam vishahishyase.
Yena mam vishahishyase.
Evamukta surasaya. Kruddho vanara pungavaha.
Evamukta surasaya. Kruddho vanara pungavaha.
Abravit puruvai vaktram.
Abravit puruvai vaktram.
Yena mam vishahishyase.
Yena mam vishahishyase.
Together. Evamukta surasaya. Kruddho vanara pungavaha. Abravit puruvai vaktram. Yena mam vishahishyase.
Evamukta surasaya. Kruddho vanara pungavaha. Abravit puruvai vaktram. Yena mam vishahishyase.
Surasaya evam uktaha. Surasaya, by Surasa. Evam uktaha, one who was thus spoken to. Aarti ji, why is your hand raised?
Ma'am, I want to know this entire conversation is coming as only one shloka in this Giri Traders book, no, ma'am. If Ninga Panitra Madri, you have to reorder, renumber it now.
Please don't bother about numbers. Okay.
Okay.
I think we'll be chanting the whole thing in sequence. So it doesn't matter whether the Giri numbers matches with this, because Giri numbers were a little confusing. In 8 shlokas, they didn't number anything. So because I'll give the reason also why later. Don't bother about the numbers. But for the meaning, pay
Okay.
attention and try to add to the Giri notes. Many of the notes, in fact, I've seen in Giri are leaving small points out in many places because it's not perfect word to word translation. You just pay attention to the meaning. They are required, add on to the meaning. That's all.
Okay. Okay.
So, Eva Muktaha means one who has thus spoken to. Who is that? Hanuman. So, by Surasa, the one who was thus spoken to, Taha Hanuman. How was he? Kruddaha. And how is he described? Vanara Pungavaha. So, I'll give the full thing. Surasaya Eva Muktaha. Kruddaha Vanara Pungavaha Hanuman. Okay. So, essentially, Hanuman is not there. Hanuman is referred to here as Vanara Pungavaha. Vanara Pungavaha means what? The bull among the Vanaras. Okay. Surasya evam uktaha. Vanarapungavah kruddhaha abravit. Spoke these words. What did he say? Vaktram kuru. Why? Yena ma vishahishyate. This is the dialogue spoken by him. Vaktram kuru. Make your mouth as you want. Whatever, you make a big face. You can keep your mouth as open as you like. Yena, by which, mom, me, vishahishyase, you will be able to bear me. So open your mouth as wide as you like, as long as you're able to bear me. So he's now challenging her. He's telling, you're opening your mouth and keeping, no, see if you can bear me. Okay, that's what he's telling her. I hope the meaning is clear. He's just challenging her by saying, Yena mom vishahishyase, let's see if you can bear me. Ityuktva surasam kruddho इत्युक्त्वा सुरसां क्रुद्धो दशयोजनमायतः दशयोजनविस्तारो बभूव हनुमांस्तदा इत्युक्त्वा सुरसां क्रुद्धो दशयोजनमायतः इत्युक्त्वा सुरसां क्रुद्धो दशयोजनमायतः दशयोजनविस्तारो बभूव हनुमांस्तदा दशयोजनविस्तारो बभूव हनुमांस्तदा तदा together. इत्युक्त्वा सुरसां क्रुद्धो दशयोजनमायतः दशयोजनविस्तारो बभूव हनुमांस्तदा तदा Hanuman. Tada Kruddha Hanuman. Then the angry Hanuman. Surasam iti uktva. Having spoken thus to Surasa. Surasam iti uktva. Having spoken to Surasa in this way. Dashayojanam ayataha. Dashayojana vistaraha. Babhuva. He became 10 Dashayojana means 10 yojanas. He became 10 yojanas wide. Ayataha means wide. Vistaraha means length. Sorry. Ayataha means long. And Vistaraha means breadth. So he became 10 yojanas wide and 10 yojanas long. So he practically became square shaped. Essentially what it means is he became large. Okay. So he expanded in size. You all know the stories. So now Surasa will also expand. Tam drishtva meghasankasham dashayojanamayasam. Tam drishtva meghasankasham दशयोजनमायतम् चकारसुरसाचास्यम् विंशत्योजनमायतम् तां दृष्ट्वा विस्तृतास्यां तु वायुपुत्रः सुबुद्धिमान् तं दृष्ट्वा मेघसङ्काशं दशयोजनमायतं तं दृष्ट्वा मेघसङ्काशं दशयोजनमायतं चकार सुरसा चास्यं विंशत्योजनमायतं चकार सुरसा चास्यं विंशत्योजनमायतं तां दृष्ट्वा विस्तृतास्यां तु वायुपुत्रः सुबुद्धिमान् तां दृष्ट्वा विस्तृतास्यां तु वायुपुत्रः सुबुद्धिमान् टुगेदर तं दृष्ट्वा मेघसङ्काशं दशयोजनमायतं चकार सुरसा चास्यं विंशत्योजनमायतं तां दृष्ट्वा विस्तृतास्यां तु वायुपुत्रः सुबुद्धिमान् तां विस्तृतास्यां दृष्ट्वा. Last line, what is there? No, that we're taking first. Tam. Tam, ta refers to she. Tam, Vidya Vibhakti, Surasa. Vistritasyam. Vistrita means wide. Asya means mouth. One with a wide open mouth. Drishtva, having seen. Tu, however. Subuddhiman Hanuman. The clever, the intelligent Hanuman. Tataha, Kriddaha, having gotten angry. This Tataha Kriddaha came from the previous shloka, I think. Trimshat. Sorry, sir. I have to go back. Tam Visitasyam Drishtva Subuddhiman Hanuman. So having seen her, oh, this comes later. I'm sorry, I got confused with the next shloka. So let me go back to the Tam Drishtva part only. Please ignore what I just said. The last line does not come first. Last line comes in the order only. That's very sorry. Because only Hanuman became big. He had not seen her open her mouth wider yet. Sorry, I made a mistake. Dashayojana Megha Sankasham Tam Drishtva. So Dashayojana Mayatam, one who has reached the size of 10 yojanas. Megha Sankasham, like a cloud. Tam, Hanumantam, Drishtva, having seen. Who's seeing? Surasa. Now Surasa's reaction. Surasa cha asyam, Surasa and made her mouth Vimshat yojana mayatam, made her mouth into 20 yojanas. So she saw Hanuman attain a size of 10 yojanas. Having seen this, she made her mouth into 20 yojanas size. Chakara has chakara. So Vimshat yojana mayatam, chakara. She made her mouth thus. Tam drishtva visritasyam tu. Having seen her wide open mouth, the intelligent Hanuman, what does he do? Comes in the next shloka. I hope it's clear. I hope I didn't confuse. So Hanuman made his size 10 yojanas. Seeing his 10 yojana sized form, Surasa expanded her mouth to 20 yojanas. Seeing her expanded mouth, Hanuman, the intelligent one, what is he going to do? We will see in the next one. Right? Clear? Varsha, is it clear? Because I made a mistake.
This, the thing in the line in the brackets is not a part of the shloka.
No, it is a part of the shloka. Only it is the third line. It comes in the same order. So first Hanuman becomes 10 yojanas in size. Second,
We don't
Surasa
have it
opened
in
her. Some
I
books
don't
don't have it. Some books don't have it, which is why I put it within a bracket. I think in the Gpay book also it is within the brackets. Huh? I don't know if it's in yeah, in the Giri book also it is within brackets only. Because this is not there in many versions. That is right. Okay. Basically, it just means seeing her expanded mouth, what did Hanuman do? And this keeps coming as a recurring theme throughout the next few shlokas. That's why I got confused and thought that the bracket had to be moved up. Then I realized that no, it doesn't make sense if I do. Just 1 second. Hanumanstu tatah kriddhah Hanumanstu tatah kriddhas Trimshatyojanamaayatah. In a line, I will tell this. Hanumanstu tatah कृद्धस्त्रिंशत् योजनमायतः चकार सुरसा वक्त्रम् चत्वारिंशत् तथोच्छ्रितम् टु तकारस् चत्वारिंशत् तथोच्छ्रितम् I'll again tell it चत्वारिंशत् तथोच्छ्रितम् बभूव हनुमान् वीरः पञ्चाशत् योजनोच्छ्रितः हनुमान्स्तु ततः क्रुद्धस्त्रिंशत् योजनमायतः चकार सुरसा वक्त्रम् चत्वारिंशत् तथोच्छ्रितम् बभूव हनुमान् वीरः पञ्चाशत् योजनोच्छ्रितः once more हनुमान्स्तु ततः क्रुद्धस्त्रिंशत् योजनमायतः चकार सुरसा वक्त्रम् चत्वारिंशत् तथोच्छ्रितम् बभूव हनुमान् वीरः पञ्चाशत् योजनोच्छ्रितः Any doubts? Clear only, no? Chanting. Harika ji?
Ma'am, can you please repeat the chanting?
I went a little fast. Hanumanstu tatah kriddhasत्रिंशत् योजनमायतः हनुमान्स्तु ततः क्रुद्धस्त्रिंशत् योजनमायतः चकार सुरसा वक्त्रम् चत्वारिंशत् तथोच्छ्रितम् बभूव हनुमान् वीरः पञ्चाशत् योजनोच्छ्रितः बभूव हनुमान् वीरः पञ्चाशत् योजनोच्छ्रितः again together हनुमान्स्तु ततः क्रुद्धस्त्रिंशत् योजनमायतः चकार सुरसा वक्त्रम् चत्वारिंशत् तथोच्छ्रितम् बभूव हनुमान् वीरः पञ्चाशत् योजनोच्छ्रितः I hope the chanting is clear. We put the meaning. So we just saw. Tam Vistatasyam Drishtva Vayuputraha Sah Buddhiman Vayuputraha. What did he do? Buddhiman Vayuputraha Hanuman to Hanuman, but Tataha then Kriddhaha angry Trimshat Yojanamayataha made himself 30 yojanas wide. Surasa tatha, then Surasa, like that. Vaktram, her mouth. Chatvarimshat, 40 yojanas. Uchritam chaka. She made it 40 yojanas high. Essentially, she made it wide open, 40 yojanas wide open. Seeing this, Veeraha Hanuman, the brave Hanuman, Panchashat yojanochritaha babhuva, became 50 yojanas wide. So, first Hanuman saw her wide open mouth, made himself, and when he was angry, he made himself 30 yojanas wide. Then Surasa made her mouth 40 yojanas wide. Hanuman then made himself 50 yojanas in size. Okay. So now, this competition continues. चकार सुरसा वक्त्रम् षष्टियोजनमायतम् तथैव हनुमान् वीरः सप्ततियोजनोच्छ्रितः सप्ततियोजनोच्छ्रितः चकार सुरसावक्त्रम् षष्टियोजनमायतम् चकार सुरसावक्त्रम् षष्टियोजनमायतम् तथैव हनुमान् वीरः सप्ततियोजनोच्छ्रितः तथैव हनुमान् वीरः सप्ततियोजनोच्छ्रितः together चकार सुरसावक्त्रम् षष्टियोजनमायतम् तथैव हनुमान् वीरः सप्ततियोजनोच्छ्रितः. Easy shloka, so let's read fast. Surasa Vaktram, Surasa and her mouth, she made it into Shashti Yojanamayatam Chakara. Made it 60 yojanas wide. See, we are learning all the numbers. Dasha, Vimshat, Trimshat, Chatvarimshat, Panchashat, Shashti. Next Saptati will come. Shashti means 60. So 60 yojanas wide she made her mouth. Tathaiva. In the same way, similarly, Veeraha Hanuman, the brave Hanuman, Saptati Yojanochitaha made himself 70 yojanas in size. So 60 yojanas her mouth was, he made himself into 70 yojanas. So the competition continues. Chakara Surasavaktram Ashiti Yojanayatam Chakara Surasavaktram Ashiti Yojanayatam. Once more. Chakara Surasavaktram Ashiti Yojanayatam Hanumanachala Prakhyo Hanumanachala Prakhyo Navati Yojanochhritaha Navati Yojanochhritaha Chakara Surasavaktram Ashiti Yojanayatam Chakara Surasavaktram Ashiti Yojanayatam Hanumanachala Prakhyo Navati Yojanochhritaha Hanumanachala Prakhyo Navati Yojanochhritaha. Together. Chakara Surasavaktram Ashiti Yojanayatam Hanumanachala Prakhyo Navati Yojanochhritaha. Same meaning. Only thing is numbers are increasing. Surasa Vaktram Ashiti Yojanamayatam Chakara. Surasa, her mouth, 80 yojanas wide she made. Achala Prakyaha, one who is like a mountain. Achala, mountain. Prakyaha, like a mountain. Hanuman. Navati Yojanochhritaha. Babhuva. He made himself into 90 yojanas in size. Okay. So that is the meaning. 80 yojanas mouth size, 90 yojanas Hanuman size. Chakara Surasavaktram Shatayojanamayam Chakara Surasavaktram Shatayojanamayam Tadrishtva Vyaditam Tvasyam Tadrishtva Vyaditam Tvasyam Vayuputra Subuddhiman Vayuputra Subuddhiman Dirghajihvam Surasaya Sukhoram Narakopamam Dirghajihvam Surasaya Sukhoram Narakopamam. Chakara Surasavaktram Shatayojanamayam Chakara Surasavaktram Shatayojanamayam Tadrishtva Vyaditam Tvasyam Vayuputra Subuddhiman Tadrishtva Vyaditam Tvasyam Vayuputra Subuddhiman Dirghajihvam Surasaya Sughoram Narakopamam Dirghajihvam Surasaya Sughoram Narakopamam. Okay. We will continue into the next shloka and see the meanings together. We will take the next one also. संक्षिप्यात्मनः कायम् संक्षिप्यात्मनः संक्षिप्यात्मनः कायम् संक्षिप्यात्मनः कायम् जीमूत इव मारुतः जीमूत इव मारुतः तस्मिन् मुहूर्ते हनुमान् बभूवाङ्गुष्टमात्रकः लाइन बाय लाइन संक्षिप्यात्मनः कायम् जीमूत इव मारुतः संक्षिप्यात्मनः कायम् जीमूत इव मारुतः तस्मिन् मुहूर्ते हनुमान् बभूवाङ्गुष्टमात्रकः तस्मिन् मुहूर्ते हनुमान्. I am not seeing a single person repeat in the 2-3 panels. Is it very difficult?
No,
Ma'am,
ma'am,
this
it's
is not
different
there in
from
the book.
books and here. So we
Oh, your books don't have it. Giri
No.
book,
Yes.
Giri book has it. Only the okay. Okay, those of you who don't have Giri book, please buy it. Anyway, write it down. I'll wait for a minute. Just copy it down in case, because this is an important shloka. I'm surprised it is not there. It should be there actually. It is there in the Bhashya main book also.
Ma'am, the lines are altered, ma'am. So in
Which book do you have, Harika ji? You were supposed to buy the Giri book, right?
I got Gita Traders, so the line is altered. It is like Susankshiptyatmanaha Kayam
Okay. This is
Hanuman Babuvangusta Matraka.
okay. Just get the Giri version only. That way you will not have any confusion. That's why so many of you are lost. Okay. Please copy it down because the shloka is kind of important. It tells us what he's doing. If at any time you are finding such shlokas which are absolutely not there in your book, stop me and ask me to give you time to copy it. Of course, you can copy it later from the chanting file audio video also. Even that has this shloka exactly as I'm teaching in class. We'll chant the shloka once more. Sasankshipyatmanah kayam जीमूत इव मारुतः ससंक्षिप्यात्मनः कायम् जीमूत इव मारुतः तस्मिन् मुहूर्ते हनुमान् बभूवाङ्गुष्टमात्रकः तस्मिन् मुहूर्ते हनुमान् बभूवाङ्गुष्टमात्रकः. Let's see the meaning. We're starting from the previous shloka for the meaning. Surasa Vaktram Shatayojanamayatam Chatar. Surasa made her face 100 yojanas, mouth 100 yojanas wide. Subuddhiman Vayuputraha, the intelligent son of Vayu. 2. However, see, tu asyam is there, no? From that we take the word tu. Tu asyam. Tu. But. Vyaditam, open, dirghajihvam, with a long tongue. Narakopamam, like hell. Sughoram, terrible. Asyam, mouth. Whose mouth? Surasa's mouth. Terrible, like hell. Long, with a long tongue. Wide open. Such a terrible mouth he saw. Drishtva. having seen. Saha Marutaha, that Maruti, Tasmin Muhurte, at that very moment, he acted very quickly. Tasmin Muhurte. Tasmin Muhurte comes from the 166th shloka, second line. Tasmin Muhurte, at that very moment. So he's seizing the opportunity. Hanuman, Kayam Jimuta Iva. Kayam, his body, Jimuta Iva. Jimuta refers to mustard seed. Like a mustard seed, Sankshipyatmanaha. One who contracted his self. So he contracted his size to the size of a mustard seed. Angushtamatakaha babhuva. No, sorry. Kayam Jimuta. Jimuta refers to thundercloud. Like a thundercloud, his form is usually like a thundercloud. He made himself into Angushtamataka. He made himself thumb-sized. So basically, he became very small. Okay. So Jimutaiva, one who is like a thundercloud, he is usually so large, he has become so big. But then he contracted himself to the size of a thumb. So Angushtamatakaha Bhabuva made himself into thumb-sized being. Okay. So essentially here, Velapudi Krishnaswamy in his commentary says that Surasa's mouth is 100 yojanas wide open, right? So when it is so big, obviously when somebody's mouth is so wide open, the eyes will roll back. So they can't see what is really happening in front of them. Her eyes would have rolled back. Because her eyes had rolled back, Hanuman seized the opportunity and made himself that small, waiting for that precise, moment when she could not see what was in front of her face. He did this because if he had done this in front of her when she was seeing him, he could have done this even when she was 50 yojanas, when her mouth was 50 yojanas wide or 60 yojanas wide. He waited till she opened her mouth 100 yojanas wide because till such time she could not, get him out of her normal range of vision. He could not take a chance. That's why he did this. So, Bhipatyashu Tadvaktram. This shloka and all is there, no? So, Bhipatyashu Tadvaktram. So, Bhipatyashu Tadvaktram. Nishpatya cha mahajavaha. Nishpatya cha mahajavaha. Antarikshe sthita shriman. Antarikshe sthita shriman. Idam vachanam abravit. Idam vachanam abravit. Sobhipatyashu tadvaktram. Nishpatya cha mahajavaha. Sobhipatyashu tadvaktram. Nishpatya cha mahajavaha. Antarikshe sthita shriman. Idam vachanam abravit. Antarikshe sthita shriman. Idam vachanam abravit. Together. Sobhipatyashu tadvaktram. Nishpatya cha mahajavaha. Antarikshe sthita shriman. Idam vachanam abravit. Shriman. One with Shri. See, the one, she is now obviously going to have victory on his side. That is why Valmiki gives him the epithet Shriman. One with victory, one with Jaya, one who is always with auspiciousness. Mahajavaha. Mahajavaha, great valor, one with great valor. Saha, who is he? Hanuman. Ashu. Sobhipatya, Ashu is there, no? Ashu means immediately. Tadvaktram, that mouth. Abhipatya, having entered. Nishpatya cha, and exited. Antarikshe sthitaha, standing in the sky. Idam vachanam abravit. So he met the terms and conditions laid before him. He entered her mouth and quickly exited her mouth immediately. So, and then coming out, standing in the sky, he speaks these words to Surasa. So Surasa knows that she is defeated rightly, in a very clever way, but definitely her terms have been met. So that is what happens. I hope the meaning is clear. Pravishtosmi hite vatram. Pravishtosmi hite vatram. दाक्षायणि नमोऽस्तु ते दाक्षायणि नमोऽस्तु ते गमिष्ये यत्र वैदेही गमिष्ये यत्र वैदेही सत्यश्चासीत् वरस्तव सत्यश्चासीत् वरस्तव सत्यश्चासीत् वरस्तव प्रविष्टोऽस्मि हि ते वक्त्रम् दाक्षायणि नमोऽस्तु ते प्रविष्टोऽस्मि हि ते वक्त्रम् दाक्षायणि नमोऽस्तु ते गमिष्ये यत्र वैदेही सत्यश्चासीत् वरस्तव गमिष्ये यत्र वैदेही सत्यश्चासीत् वरस्तव प्रविष्टोऽस्मि हि ते वक्त्रम् दाक्षायणि नमोऽस्तु ते गमिष्ये यत्र वैदेही सत्यश्चासीत् वरस्तव प्रविष्टोऽस्मि हि ते वक्त्रम् दाक्षायणि नमोऽस्तु ते गमिष्ये यत्र वैदेही सत्यश्चासीत् वरस्तव. You all have this shloka, I hope, because it's an important shloka and will definitely be there. It's a famous shloka. So, Dakshayani. Oh, Dakshayani. We will see why he is calling her that. Te vaktram pravishtaha asmi. Your mouth, pravishtaha, one who has entered, I am. So, I am one who has entered your mouth. Essentially, I have entered your mouth. Asmi. Te namaha astu. I bow before you. Salutations to you. Tava varaha, your boon. Satyam asit, has stayed true. Yatra vaidehi, tatra gamishye. Where there is vaidehi, I will go. So his stated intent was to go and find vaidehi. I will go back to finding her. Now that your boon has stayed true and I have met your conditions, I go before you and I'm taking my leave. This is what he says. No longer can you hold me back. Why do you think he's calling her Dakshayani? Does anyone know? Whom do we usually call Dakshayani?
Alita Devi.
Parvati. Parvati.
Daughter of Daksha.
Daksha. Correct. Sati. Therefore, technically, who is called Dakshayani? Sati. Daksha had how many daughters? Who were married to? There were many who were married to the moon. You all remember the story of how the moon was cursed. 27. There are 27. And then Daksha's daughters were married to one more person, whom, apart from Shiva, one more person, whom?
Chandra.
Who? Please use the raise hand option, no? That way everybody will not disturb. Use the raise hand option, come to the top of my screen.
Chandra, ma'am, Chandra.
Chandra 27 poche. 27 poyache, Sati has gone off to Shiva. So there are more remaining. Whom do they get married to is the question. Sudhaji.
Ma'am, Kashyapa.
Kashyapa. We know Aditi, Diti and all, no? Even Minata Kadru. Remember from the Garuda story? They are all daughters of Daksha. Now this Surasa, mother of Nagas, is also a daughter of Daksha, which is why she gets the epithet Dakshayani. Okay, now you may immediately ask, who is she? Nagamata, which means what? She is the mother of the serpents. Correct? Whom do we know as Nagamata in the story of Garuda and the Amrita incident and the curse on Vinata?
Kadruvam.
Kadru. So what is the difference between Kadru and Surasa? Does anybody know? Who is Kadru and who is Surasa? Sudhaji, your hand is. Sorry, I got muted. Does anyone know what is the difference? What is the difference between Surasa's children and Kadru's children? Are they one and the same? Some are nodding. Okay. There is a difference in Purana only, nothing else. In Ramayana, only Surasa is most famous. Okay. Her fame comes from this incident of being an obstacle to Hanuman. Here she is referred to as the mother of serpents. In Vishnu Purana also she is referred to as mother of serpents. But what, and even in Matsya Purana, in Mahabharata also she is referred to as mother of serpents. Serpents in the sense of multi-hooded snakes. Kadru's children, who are Kadru's children? Who can name Kadru's children? A few children of Kadru, name.
This issue Vasuki and all, ma'am, and
Right.
all the
Vasuki, Taksha,
Daksha.
Taksha, and there was one very famous serpent which shares a name with Indra's Vahana, Airavata. Airavata is the name of a serpent as well as Indra's elephant. Okay, so these are all the sons of Kadru. What is the difference between Surasa's sons and Kadru's sons? If you ask, Kadru's sons are have the body of a human, of a man, and the face of a serpent. So they can walk and they can talk like humans. Whereas Kadru's children are all serpents that live in Bhogavati, which is near Patalaloka in the Netherlands, the netherworlds, and they are Uragaha, or those which move on their uras or their chest. Okay, so that is why she is referred to as the mother of serpents, and Dakshayani by Hanuman. And there is an interesting anecdote from the Devi Bhagavatam. Devi Bhagavatam gives you a slightly different worldview of all the happenings that happen in all our Puranas and all. There is a mention that Surasa is from Surasa, Rohini. Who's Rohini? Does anyone remember? Who's Rohini? Quickly. This class is not.
Moon's wife, ma'am. Chandra's wife.
No, not that Rohini. Another Rohini.
Second wife of
Second wife of Vasudeva. So from who was born? We are still in quiz mode. Who was born?
Balarama.
And Balarama was an incarnation of Adisesha. So Surasa is considered to be the source from where Rohini was born. So she is Amsa of Surasa was Rohini. And Adisesha's Amsa was Balarama. So this twist in the story comes in Devi Bhagavatam. I have not seen it in any other Purana, only in Devi Bhagavatam I have seen this. Okay, so that is why now he's saying, okay, Dakshayani, I have fulfilled my vow. That is why he's giving her so much respect. Daughter of Daksha immediately can go and complain to Daksha, and Daksha will curse him. So he's giving her a lot of respect and saying, I have now fulfilled your vow. Let me go so that I can find Mata Sita, which was my stated goal. Okay, so Yatra Vaidehi Tatra Gamishye. No longer is she given a choice. I am going, I am leaving. He's just informing her and then trying to leave from there. Okay, I hope the meaning is clear. We'll move forward. Tam drishtva, no. Tam drishtva, Vadanan Muktam is there, no? That shloka, where did it go? One second. Let me just check if I'm.
161.
161. I have a feeling there is a shloka that has got.
161, you are on 169.
Can't hear you, ma'am.
Okay. It is now, there is one word which is wrong in that. So please go to the book. I'm hoping that in my recording, I have recorded correctly. Only in the text it is wrong. I have to go and check. 169. Actually, it is not as per the numbering in the Giri book because we are going in chronological numbering. That's why. One more thing I have to tell you. All these shlokas on Dasha Yojanam, 20 Yojanas, 30 Yojanas, till 100 Yojanas. There is a classical school of thought attributed to the commentator Tirtha by the commentator Tilaka. Tirtha was a very old commentator. I don't have his commentary text with me. Tilaka refers to Tirtha in his commentary. He says that Tirtha does not acknowledge these shlokas, which is why probably in the Giri book also it is not numbered. Because many people, the point of view is this. If Hanuman was to become 100 yojanas wide, and if Surasa was to become 100 yojanas wide, okay, this will be very, very easily visible from Lanka. Correct? Automatically, Hanuman's game would be up. Hanuman would not be so foolish to do it. So what would he have done? The moment he saw that big mouth, he would have made himself into a small mustard seed, a small Angushta Matraka, entered and gone. But this whole thing has been added by later versions of Ramayana to show how Hanuman and Surasa kept playing this game with each other of increasing in size. Okay, so the classic commentators do not comment on these shlokas at all. Okay, so now what happens? We will just see from the book only. Let us learn the shloka, because here the text in the first line is wrong. Tam drishtva vadanan muktam. Do you all have that in your book? Please see. This is in shloka 161 as per your book. Tam drishtva vadanan muktam. Varshaji, you don't have it?
It's there.
It's there.
161, ma'am.
161 in the Giri book. In Gita Press book, please tell what is the number, Rajesh, then we can correlate.
Yes, ma'am. 161.
Tam drishtva vadanan muktam chandram rahu mukhadiva tam drishtva vadanan muktam chandram rahu mukhadiva abravit surasa devi svena rupena vanaram abravit surasa devi svena rupena vanaram. Together. Tam drishtva megha sankasham. Sorry. Tam drishtva vadanan muktam chandram rahu mukhadiva abravit surasa devi svena rupena vanaram. Again. Tam drishtva vadanan muktam chandram rahu mukhadiva abravit surasa devi svena rupena vanaram. Rahu mukhat chandramiva. Let me go to the shloka. Rahu mukhat chandramiva vadanat muktam tam. From the mouth of Rahu, like Chandra, like how he escapes from the mouth of Rahu. When does this happen? Just after an eclipse. Rahu has caught hold of Chandra and Rahu has left Chandra. So when Chandra escapes from Rahu's mouth, muktam tam, like one who has been freed, tam, vanaram, that monkey, drishtva, having seen, Surasa Devi, Svena Rupena Abravit, taking her original form as the mother of serpents, Surasa Devi spoke these words. So now she is also going to bless him. Remember how Mainaka blessed him and how the Devas all sang his praises. Now she is also going to bless him. So having seen him freed from her mouth, like how Chandra has escaped from Rahu, Surasa in her original form spoke the following words to Hanuman. Okay, that is the meaning of this particular shloka. Arthasiddhyai harishrestha Arthasiddhyai harishrestha Gaccha saumya yatha sukham Gaccha saumya yatha sukham Samanayasva vaidehi Samanayasva vaidehi Raghavena mahatmanam Arthasiddhyai harishrestha Gaccha saumya yatha sukham Arthasiddhyai harishrestha Gaccha saumya yatha sukham Samanayasva vaidehi Raghavena mahatmanam Samanayasva vaidehi Raghavena mahatmana. Together. Arthasiddhyai harishrestha Gaccha saumya yatha sukham Samanayasva vaidehi Raghavena mahatmana. Once more. Arthasiddhyai harishrestha Gaccha saumya yatha sukham samanayasva vaidehi Raghavena Mahatmana. So now she addresses him very sweetly as Hey Saumya, O noble one, Harisreshtha, O greatest among the monkeys, Artha Siddhyai, for the purpose of achieving your goals. Yatha Sukham, remember Purusharthas, Artha means motivation or goal. Yatha Sukham Gacha, go as you please. So now she is allowing him to go free and saying, may you go, may you be free to achieve your goals. Vaidehi Mahatmana Raghavena Samana Yasva. Vaidehi with Mahatma Rama, Mahatmana Raghavena, along with Rama. Samana Yasva, may you unite. Samana Yasva means essentially, may you join them together. May you get them to meet. So, Samana Yasva, may you join them together. So, thus we see that Hanuman has successfully crossed over the second impediment also. So, we see that in this case it was, see, the first impediment was a well-meaning obstacle which he crossed over through politeness and firmness. Being very clear as to what he wanted to do, he got what he needed to be done in a very polite yet firm way. In the second impediment, it is something that he was ordained to face. My speaker has fallen. Is it audible? So this is second impediment was something that he was ordained to face. You can say like his karma phala or whatever, that obstacle which was created by the devas, not created by any other well-meaning being, but by the devas themselves as a test. So how did he overcome it? Through pure intelligence. Okay, so when we face such obstacles, we must overcome it with intelligence. We will see in the course of the first and the three sargas that he meets three women. The first woman he has met is Surasa. Now there are women symbolize Prakriti, as we all know. Prakriti or Maya, correct? So there are three aspects of Maya. What are the three aspects of Maya? Maya Trigunaatmika, we say, no? So what are the three gunas of Maya? Who can tell me? Yes, Race, please. Tell Sutit.
Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas.
Correct. So what aspect of Maya do you think is Surasa therefore?
Ma'am, Rajas.
Rajas. Rajas.
No,
Rajas?
Sattva.
Who's saying Sattva? Who's saying Rajas? Who's saying Tamas? First, whoever says Sattva, raise your hands. Harika ji raised your hand. Tell me why.
Ma'am, she was being sent by the devas for obstructing, but her intention was not to obstruct Hanuman. So it is the Sattva Guna that is coming. Whereas Simhika, the next
we will
one,
discuss more of them when we come to them specifically. But let us only discuss why this particular case is Sattva. Okay, Aarti ji is concurring you or different?
No, same as Harika, ma'am. She was not a bad person or a bad intention. She is only acting on behalf of the devas. And finally, she knows what she was doing. She wasn't there to trouble Hanuman. She was just testing him on behalf of devas to see his resilience in crossing over, ma'am. That's it. So
So she is like the obstacle that is acting under the orders of somebody else, but not a bad person per se, and not really meaning to be an obstacle, but requiring to do so as per her job description. But she does it in such a way, this also we encounter it at her workplace, no? Somebody else coming and obstructing our work as a part of their JD, whereas it is actually our work that gets stopped. So how do we deal with such people? We deal with such people very intelligently by circumventing their the very obstacle that they pose before us is what is a lesson that we learn. And there is Sattva Guna in her in the sense that she does not threaten to eat him. She merely says, Mama Mukham Pravishya, enter my mouth. And it is almost like she's playing with him. she gives that scene, she sets the scene for him to, behave like he did. If anybody was as clever as Hanuman, she knew he would do this. So she was, in some way, she was a perfect foil to showcase his intelligence and his courage to do what he did. There was an interesting point made again in by Velakudi in his discourse. Why did Hanuman so quickly emerge out of Surasa's mouth? It is not like Surasa will immediately swallow him or anything like that. Okay, he says, inside Surasa's mouth, big drops of saliva will be there. And Hanuman is one angushta matraka in size, so small in size. If one big saliva drop was to plonk fall on his head, he'll be washed away literally in that saliva. He can't take it given his existing size. Even assuming it's Hanuman and he can take it, he's also a very, very, a very, very clean person. A very, not clean is not the exact word. He maintains shaucha. Cleanliness is an important quality for him, right? So he cannot tolerate being bathed in her saliva when he's going to find Sita Mata. So for all these reasons, that's why he said, no, I'm not taking a chance inside this lady's mouth. I will come out as fast as I can so that I do not get drenched in her saliva and I have to take 2 ritual baths before I can cross over, and that will slow me down. So that is why he comes out so fast. Okay, so thusly the second obstacle also crossed. We will now close today's session with the concluding shlokas. We can stop there. Samasta Sukhino